everyone, this is Shadow the Rat, and in this video I thought I would do a cage tour of my rat's critter nation. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is this shelf on the side, and this is really cool because I picked this up at a store called Tuesday Morning, and this shelf here can just hook over the edge of the critter nation. And I've never seen a shelf be able to do this before. I mean, I know obviously they make tons of these for doors and things like that, but I didn't think I'd find one that worked so well on the Critter Nation door. And this is just great because look, I can close the cage, it's locked, and the shelf is still in place. So I could totally use this to store treats and stuff. However, I'm not actually going to do that. I just wanted to demonstrate the shelf because I was so excited by it. I'm probably going to use it inside the cage at some point, but at this point I just didn't have enough room when I finally thought about trying it on. So I'm just going to remove that for the duration of this video. Anyway, I have added a ton of new things to the cage just because I kind of went shopping, as some of you know, in the last few weeks, and I've gotten tons of new rat stuff. So the first thing is my ever-present double-decker wire shelf thing that comes from Lowe's, and this just has some felt rectangles binder clipped onto it. I just take these and I weave them between the bars, and then I binder clip them on, and they make perfect little rat mats. They like to sit there or sleep there, whatever they want. Then moving inside, you can see I have one of my hard plastic water bottles right here, and right above that I have one of the rat's lava ledges with their bird treat container spinny thing right above it. And you can see it has some treats in it right now, and it's really cool how the rats can actually reach in there with their paws and even their nose in Cookie's case to extract some of the treats, and it's just a very nice way to give them the treats, make them work a little bit for it. Now the next thing you can see is the rat's second hard plastic water bottle. This is right above one of their chinchilla ledges. This is just a wooden chinchilla ledge that is, you can see, attached to the cage over here. And then right behind that you can see this weird bowl thing I picked up. Now I'm going to be honest here, I actually found this in a recycle bin. I ended up cleaning it and I don't know what it was used for, maybe a fish bowl or something like that. Anyhow, it's made of plastic, so I was able to poke some holes in it over here and then attach it to the bars with these little mini bungee cords. And the rats really seem to like it. I've actually seen Blackberry sleeping in it already, so hopefully it's going to be a big hit. Then right in front you can see the rats' two foraging toys. The first one here is just their typical bird foraging drawer toy. They have to pull it out to get to the oxbow. The one up here is a little more complicated. They have to actually turn it and then they can open it up. And it just has some Cheerios and oxbow inside it in case they want to try to get some treats out. And then right in the back, you can see something that I am personally very proud of, and this is a corner shelf for the bathroom that I have used mini bungee cords to attach to the ceiling, and I have also used some super large popsicle sticks to make a ground for it. So it's actually just a corner shelving, and I ended up gluing on some popsicle sticks and using some of this Gorilla Tape to keep it in place. Then I just put two of these felt rectangles over the popsicle sticks in order to make it soft. And then over here I have a mini bowl full of oxbow for them if they want to go the lazy route and not open any of the bird foraging toys. Anyway, I'm just really proud of this hanging shelf just because initially I was going to put it in the corner of the cage. Well, it turns out it's about an inch higher than a single Critter Nation. Yeah, that really sucked. Anyway, I decided that I'm still going to use it, so I just modified it a bit and then hung it up in the cage, and the rats really seem to like it so far. I've seen them sitting and climbing all over it. Cream especially seems to like just lying down on one of the felt areas, which is great, and hopefully they're going to continue to enjoy it. Then over here, I've done something that I've actually never done before, but I saw it in someone's cage tour, so I decided, okay, I'm going to try it myself. And this is a space pod, which has been connected on its side. This actually works really well, and I've already seen Cream sleep in it once. I just have some fabric inside. I'm not sure if more than one rat could sleep in there. However, Cream seemed to really enjoy it, which is fine by me. And anyway, I just like that it can attach in this way. I've never tried this before, but I'm really glad that it works so well. Then up front, you can see I have one of my pink igloos. This is just the large pink igloo with some bedding inside, and the bedding in this case is just some tissues. And then right above it, I have a zebra print hammock from Petco, and I just like these because the rats don't seem very inclined to chew them up, meaning that I've actually had this one for several months and been washing it and reusing it, and as long as the rats continue to not chew it, it will all be great. And then of course, as soon as I say that, they're going to start chewing it, so hopefully Hopefully they leave it alone, but we'll see. Over here I have the third hard plastic water bottle next to my little Budgie bird fountain thing. And this thing is really cool because this little area where the Budgie or bird or whatever is supposed to stand is perfect for the rats to rest their paws on while they're drinking from the little water cup inside. And I just make sure to clean this every day because while the rats can't put bedding in it, and while that's actually the reason I got it, it can still get pretty gross, especially because it's freestanding water, so I just make sure to clean it out pretty regularly. It's still very nice to have in the cage because I know rats like to drink from open water sources like bowls more than their typical water bottles. They still drink from these, of course, and they still are okay with that because that's what they grew up on. However, they do like having the option to drink from this. Then we should probably move down to the bottom level here. So you see a ramp here, and I just have that because Blackberry is getting older, so she needs some more help climbing up to the second level. And then right here I have one of the wooden houses for my rats, and it just has some bedding inside in the form of tissues again. In the very back you can see I have a hammock, and this is just like that, lying down, and you see a nose poking out because right here I have the second space pod. Rats absolutely love space pods, so I always make sure to have at least one in the cage. This time I put both of them in, and I also have, of course, this little bubble thing over here. Barry, your butt's sticking out of the thing. But yeah, you can see Blackberry is half asleep inside the space pod, and this is Cookie's nose, I believe. Oh, she just yawned. So that's little Cookie, and I also know that Cream is in, oh, there's a Creamy. Wait, no, that's Barry. Well, I know that Cream's in there somewhere, I just don't know exactly where, but yeah, all three of them managed to stuff themselves into the space pod because why not, right? So that's really my entire cage tour. I'm actually really pleased with how it came out this time. More than usual because I just got to add all these really cool things into the cage. You have the thing in the back, which I am still very proud about making. And then of course I have my bird toys, which I have just added to the cage. And they're definitely enjoying them. They know how to open them and get stuff out. And I can keep some treats in the cage this way because I know the rats won't eat them right away. Since they have to work for them, they'll actually leave them inside the bird foraging toys until they get hungry, which is really nice. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything turned out this time. I hope you guys enjoyed this cage tour, and as always, you can check out my rat website at www.rattricks.weebly.com, link in the description. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!